Hi guys, it's Faith with Life with Mrs. G and the Artist, and this is our answers to our Q&A that I asked last week. We had quite a few questions, so we're gonna do it in a two-parter. So hopefully we won't take forever. I was gonna have it just be me and LG, but our dog thinks he has to be wherever we are. So he'll probably be in part of it, or some of it, or all of it. I don't know. So, anyways, this is Max, our dog, and this is LG, and we are going to answer these questions. Okay, so the first question is from Jenna, and she says that on the blog, we seem to be best friends and really enjoy our time together. So she wants to know what our favorite activity, interest, or hobby that we do together.
This year it's been the motorcycle.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't have considered myself a biker chick, but yeah, really like the motorcycle.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but yes, it's fun. So I would agree. That would be our thing. The other one from Jenna that I wanted to do was what one quality do you admire about each other?
You're very dependable and dedicated when you put yourself into a task. I admire that.
Thanks, babe. I admire his loyalty. He's a very loyal person. If he says he's gonna do something, he's definitely gonna do it. And he's always there for me, more so than anybody. I mean, he's been there for me when nobody else has been, so I love that about him. He's very loyal. Okay, Madison asks who cooks and who cleans.
You probably cook more, although I do cook.
He does. He's a very good cook.
And I probably clean more.
I hate cleaning. I mean, I do, but I hate it. And so, he's a clean freak, which sometimes makes me feel really bad because my house is not perfect and he's a clean freak and he likes clean, so. But it makes me work harder at it, so that's good. Okay, another question from Madison that I thought was really good. What was the hardest thing that we had to learn in our first year of marriage? I would say, which this is picking on him, I would say that it was very hard for him to come to the realization that he was married and that he had to think of two people. I mean, he's very single-minded. He had been very single-minded.
Independent.
Well, whatever you want to call it.
Independent.
Independent or whatever. So, yeah, I would say that. But that's me. What would you say?
Probably communication.
Yeah, we were not very good communicators.
We would both take the debit card and
yeah, it was really bad.
Do whatever and really overdraft.
Bad. Yeah, it was really bad. We just were not financially communicating or any other kind of communicating. But we have since gotten better.
Oh, yeah.
We are, of course, we've been married for 12 years, so. Yeah, I guess that is, whatever. Oh, okay, so Michelle asked me, how did I pick the name of my blog? Well, our name is Golden, so that's where I got Mrs. G. And the artist is for him because he does pretty much everything. He does, he paints and he plays the saxophone and the piano and he does illustrations, he writes. I mean, jack of all trades, but actually, it's like he actually does the stuff. So yeah, that's where I got the name. Life with Mrs. G and the Artist. Okay, Megan wants to know, how did we meet? And I will let him answer this because, yeah, you'll see what I mean.
one of my friends went to her church to preach for the weekend, and I tagged along with him and met a young you. And she seemed very standoffish and somewhat rude.
No, not somewhat. He says that I was very rude.
No, I don't.
Yes, he
I
does.
don't say very.
Yes, he does.
I don't like that adjective, very, anyways.
But he says I talked to his friend and didn't talk to him, which is not true.
True.
That is
It
not.
is.
It is not true.
Next question.
Not true. Okay. Anyways. Mm, Oh, Megan wants to know who is the better cook.
Depends on what the dish is.
He's like a gourmet cook. Like he likes the really like complicated putting together and presentation, and I'm just like, let's just eat. Let's get something on the table. So yeah,
Fair.
that's what. Because I like to eat at some point, you know. So anyways, Britt wants to know how you proposed.
Brown County State Park, down on one knee, in front of the water, next to a picnic table.
And I said yes. Although, like, first of all, he tricked me because he made me, like, sit at a table. He made me close my eyes. And, like, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna propose. And then, like, I opened my eyes and there was, like, a card with candy kisses. Which, by the way, I love candy kisses. So that's, like, you know, I guess that was, like, his throw me off kind of a thing. But, yeah. Then he did. He did propose after that. So, it was really sweet. Very lovely. Okay, how long have we been together?
Total?
Yeah, like total.
13 and a half years.
Yeah, we've been married for 12 years. It was 12 years in August, and we dated for a year. I think we like dated and got engaged and, you know, everything in like a year. Right? Sorry. I think that is what it was. So we've been together for like 13 years, which is a long time. What has been the biggest adjustment in our lives? Well, we moved a couple times, but I mean that's not really an adjustment.
No.
Well, the biggest adjustment for me was moving from my family. I'm very family oriented, and they are now 3.5 hours away from me. Which, okay, 3 hours away from me, which is not horrible, but like, you know, kind of
2.5.
kind of far. Anyways, whatever it is, they're not like next door, and you know that's I like being close to my family. So that was an adjustment for me. Because we moved like 3 months after we got married. So. And we moved 4 hours at that time.
At that time, yes.
So, yeah. So, what would you say?
Several qualifying events for that. Me moving away from my hometown to be close to you. Moving back up, moving to our current location, starting school, finishing school.
He's had a lot of adjustments.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a stable life.
And I have not been saying who these questions are for. I'm sorry. Or from, I mean, that was from Melissa. That was a good question, though, Melissa. Good thinking. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this one's funny. This one's from Rebecca Bex, my bestie, vloggy bestie. She wants to know what she wants to know what your favorite part of our wedding was.
The conclusion.
I knew he was gonna say that. It was really long. I plan on only getting married once, and so I had all these songs and all these things that I wanted, and yeah, it was really long. I think it was like an hour and a half. I mean, it was really long.
No. It was longer.
No, it wasn't.
It was longer.
It was like an hour and a half, or maybe an hour and 45 minutes. It was not longer than an hour and something. It was.
I've since apologized to my groomsmen.
He's weird. Anyways. Oh, but one of the things that I remember most, and I don't know if he remembers. So this is my favorite moment. Was we had talked about one of us, I don't even know what this was about, but we were kidding each other about who would remember. We were wanting to give each other a note before the wedding, and we were joking around with who would remember. And he said that he would remember, obviously, and I said that I would remember. And I remembered, and they were taking pictures with the groomsmen, and I was in a room like off of the sanctuary so I could see. And so I had them take a note to him, and it was really, really sweet because like he like opened it and he like laughed and he like kind of grinned, and it was like one of my favorite things of the day. It's really cute. Anyways, I have one more question. Last question is from. Oh, this is a good one. From Bonnie. Who is the saver in the relationship and who's the spender?
Saver.
Spender. Yeah. Which I've gotten better, though. You can ask him. I've gotten better. So.
And I've gotten better, too, because I'm not so stingy.
Yeah, he used to be really bad, but he's not so much anymore. So anyways, that is our first couple of questions. This is, like I said, going to be a two-parter, so we'll finish the questions. If we didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. We'll get to it next time. And thank you so much for submitting them, and we'll see you later. Bye.